Any one of you can highlight this. Is this correct, Andy? I have highlighted one of the equation. Is this correct? Please do respond, Andy. Only then I can able to get enough interest, and so that I can assume that you are listening to it and understanding the subject. Are you there? 45 it has been showing. I don't know. Nobody's been.
Is equal to rho v.
D.
Rho v, sir.
It is yes, rho v, but
volume charge density.
Volume charge density, but there is a mistake that it is a del dot D, and not del cross D. So all of you please notify, and it is a del dot D, not cross D. Okay, del dot D equal to rho v. So this is a small modification you can make it, and using this we are going to derive a small equation for transverse electric. So the wave equation for electromagnetic waves. For transverse electric, earlier I have done with transverse magnetic. Even though transverse magnetic also is there in the printed notes, but it has been somewhat bigger than whatever I have explained just now. So that the written notes I have done it from by referring different materials and different textbooks where you feel it easy. So even this printed notes also, it has been available, the transverse magnetic waves derivation, but it has been somewhat complicated. So whichever you feel it easy, you can go ahead with that. Now I'm going to explain about the transverse electric. With this derivation, I'm going to wind up the class of today, and tomorrow we'll continue next topic with that. The modes I have said now, TE mode, TM mode, why TEM is not existing, that we are going to discuss in the next class. For that, let us move this and complete this derivation. So these are the two wave equations, Andy. Del square H, and in terms of for magnetic field and in terms of electric field. E stands for electric field and H stands for magnetic field. Okay. And from the Maxwell's equation, it is been given in the above table as I have given. Del cross E is equal to minus dou B by dou T. Okay. And we know that B is equal to mu H, where magnetic flux density, H is magnetic field intensity, the relation we have between them. And whereas it is being taken as secant theta, where secant law, where dou by dou T can be written as J omega. Okay. Now replacing these two expressions in this equation, that is dou by dou theta is being replaced by J omega and B is being replaced by mu H. So that del cross E, it can be written in terms of omega and H over here. Now similarly, it is for del cross E, same del cross E, del cross H will also be represented in terms of omega and beta over there. Now once it has been obtained, now we can see that it is del cross E. Del cross E, if we take the curl of this J omega epsilon, and where we get, taking it out as a del cross H we get, and del cross H we know that substituting the value of del cross H in this equation, we'll get omega square mu epsilon E. So you can also note it down as it is. You can go through that, you can easily understand. So wherever the complications have, I'm going to explain there. And we have one of the, from vector analysis, you might have come across in electromagnetic EMTL subject, where we have an expression there. We have an expression as del cross E is equal to del of del dot E minus del square E. So substituting this in that equation, we'll get the final equation like this. Okay. And now earlier we have worked with del dot B. Now we'll see del cross D, which will be working for electric field here. And there we have taken B is equal to mu H. Now we'll take D is equal to epsilon E here. Okay. And following the same procedure, we'll get the wave equations as both in terms of electric field and magnetic field. You can see equations 2.1 and 2.2. By simplifying above those two equations, we can get the wave equations as del square Ez and del square Hz. Now I'm going to extend the case to discuss the transverse electric waves, how it has been obtained. So this is the diagram which shows the rectangular waveguide. Now let me derive that. So one of the equations which is being used to derive the del square EH, whatever you have written here. So del square EZ, the wave equation can be expanded in terms of X, Y, and Z coordinates. It is being expanded like this. And so in terms of that, EZ, X, Y, Z coordinate differential terms, it is being expanded. And now it is being analyzed that dou by dou Z is being equal to minus Y as it is being propagating along Z axis. And it is square of differential equation, it gives Y square. So that replacing the term over here and simplifying, we'll get this expression. And here you can notice that an expression which is being taken EHZ and EZ as a common by taking this EZ to the left hand side. So this particular expression where it is being replaced by H, and totally H square is enough cutoff wave number. Okay. So for simplification, it has been replaced with a value here. And whatever we have done it for T mode and so TM mode wave number, similarly replacing EZ in terms of HZ, will get the same term over here. Okay. Now to find the differential equations, we have a matrix in which the curl of which we can get easily the simplification by comparing the coefficient terms over here. So del cross H into j omega E, it is being written in terms of matrix form, where we have a variables of AX, AY, AZ, and dou by dou X, dou by dou Y, dou by dou Z. HX, HY, and HZ are the magnetic fields, and which is equal to the right hand side equation here. And E is also expanded as EX, EY, and EZ respectively. Okay. Now substituting the value here, dou by dou Z, whatever we have taken as minus Y there. So by substituting and comparing the coefficients, okay, by simplifying and comparing the coefficient, we'll get the final equation as given in equation 2.10, 2.11, and 2.12. Okay, nothing that you might be thinking that I'm keep on reading the things. It has been very easy. You can go through that. You will look as enough. You will feel that it has been of easier once you practice. You have a glance on that. Spend 5 to 10 minutes on these particular two derivations. Definitely, you will be easily understanding the things. Easily, the stepwise it is been given. There is no any confusion, and have not escaped or taken out whichever been difficulty you are facing that derivations. Point to point I have given and okay, I have not deleted anything that how it comes and something like that. Each and every step is been very clear. So earlier we have worked with del cross H. Now it is being worked with the del cross E. The same process it is being taken, and the equations it is being written over here by comparing the coefficients. Now once it is being done, it is being substituted in equation 2.14 to get the value of HY. So this is how we have to calculate the value of same HX, HY, EX, and EY. So after simplifying, we'll get the four equations. So these are the four important equations. So 2.18, 2.19, 2.20, and 2.21. So these are very important. So try to remember these four equations. There should not be any mistake. It has been done. While you take in the examination, all these four equations must reflect as it is. There should not be any wrong in this. So once you practice this, writing this one or twice, you can easily remember how to write these particular expressions. So these are the derivations of transverse electric mode. And previously in the handwritten notes, I have explained about transverse magnetic mode equations. And if you could able to perfect with these two derivations, definitely you will get one among them in the final semester. I guarantee that if you could able to work with these two derivations, definitely one of the derivation is going to ask in the final exams. Okay, so please consider and concentrate on this. Please work on this. Okay, it is an assignment for you today. Whatever we have discussed this derivation, please work out on these two derivations. Okay, so it has been very important. And as I said that the same material is been worked for TM waves also, but whatever the final equations I have given in material, the written material, the same it is been obtained to calculate the values of A, B, C, D, and the final expressions are same, but it has been somewhat longer. And so first boundary condition, second boundary condition, third and fourth boundary conditions are applied, and we'll get a final equations there. Okay, so instead I have shortened and easily have made in the written material so that you can easily understand the things. Okay, so this is nothing but the derivations of TE and TM. In the next class, I'm going to discuss about the modes of operation, and on the written paper, it has been very easier way to follow for you. In that way, I'm going to take the class, the next one. So that will be, you will be feeling comfort regarding that particular the class taking like that. Okay, and this is nothing but the today's concept only. To understand that, it's been a difficult time to understand the subject with such derivations, but it is nothing can be done. We have to adjust with this. We have to cope up. We have to cooperate with each other in order to come out this subject, so that it will be very easy for you. Okay, and there should not be any difficult from your side and from my side to make the subject easy and to come out of the subject only. Okay. Okay, fine, Andy. It's been already, it's been 2. And please, Gautam, just take the screenshots you might have taken. Please send it to me, Andy. And yes,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
okay and fine. I'm winding up the class now. It's already 2, Andy. The other staff member will be waiting it out. Please, if you have any doubt in the derivations while you are following, please bring to my notice. I'll be clearing it out. Thank you, Andy.